Got to like 80. Chip 3-4, chip 4-4, chip 6-4.
$1.1 total. Okay.
Delay 300.
So welcome back. 45-minute dinner break, which I took, and a great cheeseburger here and some chips. Gee, they look after you here at the Bella Vista. Harvey Silver back with you as we get into the pointy end of this 2.5K buy-in Goliath here at the Australian Poker Tour. And I did promise a plethora of poker royalty coming through and joining me as we get down to final table and potentially beyond here tonight. And Amin Riati is probably at the top of the tree of poker royalty in this country. Amin, welcome to the commentary booth.
Thank you so much, Harvey. Thank you for having me. Glad to be here.
You're going to be here with a short time because I can see you've got a buy-in slip there for another event that you're about to go off to. What you're about to play?
Oh yes, that's just a PLR, like a $650 PLR. It's an evening event. I'm guessing it's going to be pretty turbo. So it's just a bit of a punting time, maybe.
I see there's more than 50 entries in that already, which is staggering that we've got so many people here playing PLO. But the numbers for all the events have been fantastic so far. Sydney has come out in force, as we can see in that shot. Look how many poker tables and people playing behind there.
I agree.
Looks fantastic.
And the venue is also really nice as well. I think APT has done a really good job on this so far.
This is the big one here, the big buy-in event. 100 entries into this too. Smash the guarantee.
Yeah, Goliath. So it's a 3-dayer basically. Usually Goliath is a very popular event. People would really like to get in the mix because basically you're starting the 200K stack, and most of the times you're playing versus like pros and regs, and it's a good learning opportunity as well for a lot of people. But also it has one of the best ROIs as well. Like yes, it could be costly, but if you can kind of like find your way into the event by playing some satellites as well, it's going to be worth it. And with this one, as we can see, we had 100 runners, and we have 11 left, which I think they must be already in the money.
They are in the money. Money was at 12, and It's 5,600 for the next player out. Just have a look at this here. Playing, hitting his king. It's a pretty good looking sweater he's wearing there.
Yes, that's Kenny. Kenny is a pretty capable player. He plays really very regularly. As we can see, there is a 3 of club falling down. That's a pretty good card for the king 5 range. Having top pair with the flush draw backdoor. Goes check check, and the prefer is a jack of hearts.
Kenny's patience might have run out here. We might be seeing a bet, I would have thought.
Yes, I think most of the times you're gonna actually have to find your values. Yeah, and Kenny would go for some value here. Having top pair in a blind v blind situation is it's pretty strong, so you don't want to lose those values. Yeah, and then going high is not gonna make it.
So, everyone's going to know you, but tell us a little bit about, your poker journey and what brings you here. A very familiar face on the Australian Poker Tour and on all the tours, obviously.
Yeah, so basically, if we want to actually put it in a short format to tell you, I would say I started poker, as in I learned poker when I was 17, and I fell in love with it instantaneously, and I've always been a cash player until only a few years ago, which I started transitioning towards tournament. And it's always been my passion and my dreams to just being able to do this as a full-time job, which I've been fortunate enough to do it for the last 2.5 years now. And yeah, I keep traveling domestically mostly at the moment, but it's gonna be also some internationals from the next year as well. I had a chance to go to Cambodia. As we can see, we have these 3 of clubs. I'm just gonna cut myself at the moment.
Dennis here is very short, so if he's got anything here.
Yeah, he was folded to, which is for less than 5 big blinds, which was this is a really kind table, I would say.
Very kind.
He had less than 5 big blinds, and he was given the chance to grab the pot, which is great.
And they'll all know Dennis, they'll all know him, and maybe they just thought, he's good entertainment, we'll keep him for another round.
Probably, I'm not sure. Because basically any 2 cards from the small blind ought to be an all-in there, so it's all good.
Yep, sorry, so go on. So let me ask you about the travelling. You love it, or you find it, is it trying, does it get lonely?
It does sometimes get lonely, to be honest, but I love it. I love traveling. I love meeting new people, trying new food. So these are all the perks that comes with the job. I don't mind it, but as you said, very cleverly, yes, sometimes it does get lonely, which is fine. I have my friends in the poker community. Yes. We have our fun times together, so it's not that bad.
No, that I see. I see the group, and you hang pretty close together. But I suppose the other side of that is that, it is very competitive too, and this is your living, and, you're going to find yourself up against your friends very often on the fell.
Most of the times. Just going to go back to the table. Yeah. As we can see, Dennis has gone all in.
Dennis has got to, I think he's got to call the all in.
Oh,
here.
He's got to call the all in. Yeah. I'm sorry. Oh, Johan has put him all in, sorry.
I think he will.
I think he limped. Dennis limped, and Johan put him all in with A7 offsuited. And
that's a time bank. He's having a think.
Yeah, the standard thing for him is to have gone all in himself, given how,
there it is.
And he has called, which is a standard. No, he decided to limp call, but usually you want to just jam those hands from small blind position.
So
Yeah.
Dennis really needs to hit here. King.
Oh, he
two.
picked a backdoor flush draw as well.
So he's got a few more outs.
And
That's
unlucky
not
for
one of them.
him, that's not one of them.
Really like Dennis. He always gives us good stories, and everyone loves sitting on the table with him. But he is out. He's out in 11th. He's going to pick up $5,600 for his trouble. Here's his little money slip. He'll be off to the cashier.
Kudos to him. He's very enjoyable to play with. I've played with him many times, and he's such a gentleman on the table as well.
So he's what you call a field player. He doesn't do any mathematics in his head at all. He's totally going on his poker nous and his feel and his read of people. And
yes, I agree. Yes, not everyone go towards like the whole GTO play style, and and that's what I love about poker. Honestly, I'm not a studied player myself. I'm not a big fan of studying, but I do understand it. Most of the players now are actually getting results out of studying poker. But I love a mixed poker. Like I love everything in mix, so it's not predictable as much.
I think we saw that last night with Lockie Crilly, who's obviously he's a GTO player. He knows the maths, but there was so much feel last night, changing gears.
Yes.
When it got really tight, he took advantage. He dominated that.
Yeah.
Drakakis last night played incredibly well.
Lachlan is a very capable player. He's one of the few players that I'm seeing a lot of talents from, and well-deserved victory. That's what kind of expected from him to come, and he done it very well. Back to the hand, I think Johan limped small blind, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, I was talking to you. I didn't pay attention as exactly what happened, but I think
just a limp.
Yeah, I think it was a limp check behind from Justin on the big blind with the ace-4 suited.
So Justin in front here. He's got the pair of fours.
Yes. Johan is also a very, very talented player. His most significant win was at the APR. I think, 105. He's gone half pot on the turn. Yeah, obviously he doesn't have any showdown value, so if he wants to be able to represent anything, it has to be from now. Very well done by him.
What do you think of the venue here? Obviously our first time at the Bella Vista Hotel. I think it's great.
I completely agree with you. I think the whole venue is very spacious and it looks very nice. Also, the food is really good here as well.
Such an important part. Like every player mentions the food, but it's such an important part.
Yeah, because we always struggle to get the food, like good food out there. It's just like really hard sometimes with the food. And to be honest, we poker players, we are not the best when it comes to looking after ourselves.
Yeah.
So sometimes we even like eat one single meal in a day. So as we can see, the action comes down to Johan, which is on the bottom. So he decided to lay down his 5D suited.
I think I saw the 4. I didn't have the 3 diamonds, but I think I saw a diamond. That's all I know. I'm not sure what the rule is. I don't know what the rule is.
Okay, something happened. I think that might be calling the TD over.
I think I saw a diamond.
Well, it's not enough to identify it, but he thinks he's seen a diamond. That's information forward he's got.
That's very nice of you to mention. I'm not sure what I meant to. I don't mind turning these over, but I'm not sure.
He hasn't identified enough.
No.
So I'm not going to turn it over, but he has identified diamonds. That's information for you guys.
I thought it was a low diamond, right? Alright.
Okay, so it looks like when he folded, the card half turned over, and he had an idea of what he'd folded. All that's well that ends well. They just let the button, let the big blind take it. So that was your read on what happened there. It looked like the
I think
the
one of the
five. I think he said he saw the five of diamonds.
It seemed like a card was flipped, but I don't think that was the issue, because usually when that happens, it's not like something that you would call a TD over for. I think it could have been relevant to maybe out of turn action. I'm not exactly sure, or maybe like the way the card was dealt. I'm not sure, honestly.
I'll finish up folding the small blind anyway, so we move on. Johan picking up the ace queen here in the cutoff.
Yeah, he's always going to open from the cutoff. Justin folding 7-5 suited on the button. And goes to Kenny, picking up ace 10 suited. This could be a trouble for Kenny. It's the ace 10 suited, especially versus like cutoff range. It could go both ways. I kind of like it better when he's just like flatting that instead of 3-betting his range. Like you want to like 3-bet your ace 10 off more than your like ace 10 suited. It goes check check on flop. Going another check, I think given the texture of the board, there is a chance that Johan would take just another check. I think this one pretty much goes check check, and just Johan takes.
They're not getting too out of line at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Johan takes that little pot.
Yeah, as I was saying, Johan is really talented. I played a heads-up tournament with him, and I think that was the first time I was playing with him, to be honest, if I'm remembering correctly. But after that, it was the APR, and he won the PPC, the Player Champs, with the APR. Kenny as well. Kenny has, to the best of my knowledge, he has won the Sydney Champs.
That's right, yes.
He's also a very capable player. Like these two probably will have more battles upcoming. Like at the moment, I think they're just taking it a bit easier just because it's the funnel table bubble. As we can see, the button opens 8-9 suited. Pranav, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly.
Pranav.
Yeah.
20,000. 20?
20.
Yeah, even chop is right?
Even chop. 10 ways.
Peter defends.
Yes. And
Queen 8.
Queen 8 suited is such a good card to defend with, especially against button open.
Yeah. What do we say, kid?
I'll ask you a question after this
What do we say?
hand gets played out. A
Romance.
chance to think about your answer as we see a 2, a jack, a 7, 2 hearts. So
We're thinking
Pranav,
10 way chop. And 20.
that flush.
That's a pretty good board for Pranav. I think he will most likely take a stab here.
Never happen, ever happen.
Yeah, he went for less than 1/4, which is more than fine,
Takes it.
and takes it down.
I think the blue is like
So,
only
what do you like to look down at non-premium starting hand? Do you have a hand that you look down at that most people think, but for you it's like, yeah, I like to play this hand.
I would say honestly, I just like back in the days I would have some sort of like weird favorite hands to play with,
what
like
I'm asking
those,
you.
yeah. But nowadays, no, honestly, like it's just for me, it comes to like the stack sizing and the position when I'm wanting to open and which which phase of the tournament I'm at. But overall, I would, of course, as anyone else, like if I like I think a non-premium hand that I would really enjoy to play, I think it's 9-10 suited.
9-10 suited. So,
Yeah, I think it's a yeah.
That's interesting. Mine's 10-8 suited.
10-8
Because
Yeah,
it always seems to make something.
yeah. It used to be one of my favorite hand was 10-8 suited back in the, I used to win a lot with 10-8 suited in cash games, but tournaments are such a different structure that
So you may know better than me here, but my feeling is that we're going to have a final table of 6, not 9. So I think we're going to play down to 2 tables till we have 6 left. That's what I understand, but you, as I say, you might know better than me.
Yeah, so I know it's going to be played down to 6, but I think that was meant in regards to day 2.
Okay. So we will get one more elimination and we'll get a
I think
table?
the final table, like I'm pretty sure the final table should still be 9.
Okay.
And then they will play it down until there's 6, and then they will put a stop to it and come back, like bag up the chips and come back tomorrow for the rest.
I don't
this
know.
This was my understanding. Maybe I'm incorrect as well. I'm not sure, but I don't think the final table is going to be 6 max structure.
Because it's not a 6 max tournament, obviously. So
No,
it doesn't have
so
to be that.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be that.
Okay, and same hand. And I also understand that we aren't necessarily stopping at 6 tonight. It's going to depend on when we get to 6, because this has gone real quick. We weren't expecting to be here at this time, so we may carry on if the 6 players want to keep going. There's no reason for us to stop. But
that's true. It's not really late at night at the moment, so I think they will be continuing for a while here. But we'll see how it goes. So with the hand, as we go back to the hands at play, as we can see, both of the players have the same hand. Pranav opening from under the gun, and Justin only defending his big blind. Goes check, bet, and a call, which is pretty standard.
Auction, everything coming up.
Justin will check here.
Is there skill to auction? Is there skill?
Well, you need to know.
Given the texture, the board having flush draws, Pranav most of the times want to actually deny equity from Justin for any flush draw that he might have, even though he has a Queen of Hearts in his hand, but also charging any King X as well. So betting here is not a bad idea at all, as the 7 is not as much of a threat for Pranav.
He's saying a lot of rubbish, man. I can't believe it. Me, I'm no way.
long.
Yeah,
Yes,
no way.
and Justin calls.
I was just there a couple weeks ago.
Where? On the market?
Wait, what did you say?
A 5 repeat is a pretty safe card, especially for Justin. Pranav shouldn't have a lot of 5 in his range. It could be check, which is
That makes sense.
Which is kind of understandable. Like Pranav could be concerned about Justin having like any type of 5 in his hand, which I doubt that he would call 2 streets with. But it never hurts to be safe, I would say.
I'll let you go soon, Amin, because I know you're itching to get back on the felt and and play your PLO. I do have good news, though. We are going to have the latest Australian Poker Tour trophy winner come in and replace you shortly. I'm not going to tell anyone who that is, but we just had the completion of an event here, and that player was walking around very proudly with the beautiful glass trophy, and we're going to have a chat shortly. But before you do go, your schedule for the rest of the week here?
I'll be here until the end of the series, yes, and the afterwards, then I'll be taking a trip towards Gold Coast. for APL.
Well, anywhere that you get out of this shocking Sydney weather is probably a good call. I've come up from Melbourne and I can't believe it's worse in Sydney.
I think it's us, honestly. Like, it's just like every time I come to Sydney, like the weather just goes mayhem. But yeah.
So this is a good thing that we're indoors for most of the time, because it has this, if you're not in Sydney, it has been terrible. So yeah, everyone in here, it's fine. They're all in their t-shirts and it's beautiful in here at the Bella Vista Hotel. So go well. I mean, might get you in after you win the PLO.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me, Harvey.
Yeah,
it was really nice.
You're more than
to talk to
welcome.
you.
And yeah, one of the greats of current greats of Australian poker will be replaced by another one shortly. But go well, Amin, and as
Cheers.
I say, good luck in the PLO.
Oh, thank you so much.
Fun?
225. The one is 225. Let's go.
And of course, Amin leaves us right in the midst of a juicy hand. The ace 10 against the ace jack, against the pocket fives. If you don't know how well Amin's been doing on this Australian poker circuit, just go to Hendon Bob and have a look. Really is one of our very, very good players on the circuit. 844, a flop, rainbow. Peter's going to feel this is a pretty good flop for fives, I would imagine. Bets 110. Let's see a raise here from Peter, I feel. No, just call. Okay. Another 4. Fills up now.
Let's go.
Thinking about a bet here.
Should do a bet 240. 280. 280. Has come.
Big bet. Gets Peter to fold. Full house.
Has come.
And Kenny folds as well. aggression, taking that out. A reminder that we're in the money, and that does definitely play a part in your decision making. Next player out in 10th place, 5,600, jumps up to 6.5, 7.7, and then all the way up to the top, 42,000 for second, 67,000 for the winner. We're about 25 minutes behind on the stream, and I think Peter's going to probably get the news in 24 minutes. That wasn't a great fold, but cannot criticise anyone's play here. Really at the pointy end of the tournament here is a big feel factor. He's getting to know these players as well. This time, he's going to have a look from the big blind with the Jack 7. Pranav is going to keep telling the story. Raised it out of the button. Ace and queen on the flop. This bet of 60 is going to take it down. So confirm that one more elimination and we will go to a final table of 9. And the plan has been to play it down to 6 and come back and play this out tomorrow afternoon. But again, it's a little earlier than we thought it was going to be, and we'll just see what happens when we get to 6 and potentially keep going if the players are keen to do that, if it's not too late.
I feel like Jack.
Very much doubt we'll get it finished tonight, but
You got tens?
he needs a few callers. Things move pretty quickly. Reminder, Australian Poker Tour, New South Wales swing here at the Bella Vista Hotel, western suburbs of Sydney. This is the Goliath, 2.5k buy-in, 67,000 on top for the winner. I'm Harvey Silver. I'm about to be joined by, as I said to you earlier, the latest winner on our Australian Poker Tour. Hasn't let go of the trophy, so he's out parading it around somewhere. Hopefully join us pretty soon. So the ace on the flop there for Peter. And it's had a little feel a bit. Peter. Call. Peter's got 2 pair in his hand. Johan picks up the flush draw. In fact, he picks up the straight flush draw. You can see that both the 5 and the 10 of hearts are still in the deck. Gee, this could get spicy. And bets the flush draw. 140k. Peter with top 2. Wonder if he is just coming along here or if this is the time to bump it up. He's counting out, bumping up chips. It's going to make it expensive for Johan to see this river card. 350k. It's another 210. Johan now. He's got a decision. Does have 2.5 million behind, so we're going to get to see it. Here is our river. Oh Lord. Ace of Hearts. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Peter's picked up the full house and Johan's got the flush. And I think Peter's going to find himself doubling up his chip stack here. And he does. He does big. He's back in the game. He's back in the game, is Peter. Back up to 1.9 million. How's that for a hand? How is that? How's that? Ran out. Worst card in the deck. Sitting there trying to figure it out. Could I have played that any differently? Could I have saved any money at all? He couldn't have, Johan. It just ran out in a way that was the worst possible result for you, but fantastic for Peter Caminos, who is now up to 1.9 million in chips. What a double up. What a time to do it. It's come 2 hands after he folded a full house. Poker God smiling. So Peter now with the 9-7 hearts. Raises it to 80. Justin, the ordinary Queen 2. Getting asked about the other table. So again, letting you know that we get one more elimination. We'll go to a table of 9 with the intention of playing down to 6 tonight, but that could change. Peter now getting the ace king here in the cutoff after Kenny's raise. Bumps it to 30. Peter takes that down. So we can see that Pranav is our chip leader here on this table. The overall chip leaders on the other table. That's Edwin Chu, up around 3 million in chips. And Romain, who we saw prior to the break on this feature table, take down some big pots. He's up around 2.3. So Angel Gullion around 2 mil on the other table as well. So
You didn't say, Kenny. You can't ask now. You didn't say. We won't tell our cards.
It's really terrible short stack at all. Everyone's got chips. You might be on two separate tables for a little while, the way this is going. There's Pranav with the kings.
Chidwan lays 80. Gun. Let's go.
So this is danger territory here for Kenny. He's hit his queen on the flop. Pranav with the kings. Eighty's the bet. It's a call. So Kenny adds a straight draw. Still underdog in this hand though, to the kings. It's like another 80, is it, from Pranav? 225, well there you go. 100k chips, these pink ones, so can't see how Kenny's going anywhere. The queen and the straight draw. Big river card this. Huge river card this. Doesn't hit. Pranav's bet out every time. It's been called every time. Can't see that changing here. Bets again. 250. Pot's over $1 million. Just can't see how Kenny gets away. And he calls. He's going to see the bad news. I think he had a feeling too. Didn't look like it was a I'm ahead call, that one. And Pranav, big dog, gets bigger. Pushes it up. 3.3 mil now. Asked a question there in the chat, so we will play this through until there are 9 players left, which is one more elimination, and then we'll reset. More players will come up onto this feature table. There'll be a little bit of a break then when that happens. And a chance to get set. In between times, I'm still waiting on my special guest to come in. He's too busy parading that trophy around. Hopefully he gets here shortly. It could be one hand away from a break, but anyway. Pranav on the button there with the 10-9. And Peter comes along, the 6-5. And Peter hits his 6. All diamonds, so Pranav 9 of diamonds. Oh, he's here. He's here with his trophy.
This is one best 75.
Sorry, say bye. I'm going home tonight. I'll be back tomorrow night late. All the best. Congrats again, alright? Good to get a trophy winner on the stream. Very
There's
smart.
Didier just sticking his head in saying, good to get a trophy winner on the stream. The trophy winner is Craig Abernathy. Welcome and congratulations. You've got the trophy in your hand.
Yeah, she's a heavy trophy. I was just going to, jump in. I've been playing all day. It's been a fun day. It was a last minute sort of late rego because all of my mates jumped in. Bert Perry, Dylan Wayne, Jen Castle. They've come down to play in the Origin team for Queensland, and they said, I think they busted the Goliath earlier on, and they said, we might as well jump in that. So I jumped in with them, and yeah, someone's got to win, and that was me. 51,
It was you.
350 buy-in, and it was the pretty toughest 350 I could ever played, I reckon.
What event was that?
The 350 Midday Madness. It's happening every day here at the Australian Poker Tour at Bella Vista, so it's a pretty good structure for a 350, fully dealt, of course. They're like everything, and 20-minute blinds, and yeah, as I said, 10k guaranteed. So we took the win and some prize money as well. It's nice.
Nice trophy,
Over
nice prize money.
42.50, so that's good.
So we've got pair over pair here. We've got Justin's raised with the 80k. Kenny waking up here with Queens on the button. This has been a good event, Craig.
Yeah, Kenny Wang is no stranger to these spots as well. I know they've got his full name up there, but
No, it's Kenny.
It's
We've
Kenny.
Calling him Kenny all the way. Again, another very experienced player. I think he's pushed all in.
Yeah,
364.
So Justin decides to give up the 5s. Kenny takes that down, pushing all in. Just a question from Julius there. Yes, Jen is still in this event. She was a bit short last time I saw on the other table. Not terribly short. I've got her here on around 1 million chips. So
yeah. Jen's been popping up quite a bit actually on these feature tables. I saw her on a few over the last 12 months or so. So it's great to see that Jen, one of the upcoming players. So yeah, we believe she's still in. So as I said, when we lose one more player,
yeah.
we'll be down to the final table, and you get to see her yourself.
So again, just to make note, we commentate this as you're watching it at home. We're not doing it live and then putting it out on delay, so we have no idea what's going on out there live. Can only talk about what we can see. And as far as we know, well, she's still in on our stream because there's still 10 players. So again, just a pretty barren flop for both. Johan's hit the 5.
Blind on blind. So essentially a heads up pot. A pair's going to go up in value here. So let's see if Johan looks like he's bet there to. He's looking for a bit of value with this 5, and can't really see a way for Justin the call, but I guess he could get creative and raise it, but it doesn't
He hasn't
look like
been.
he's
He
going.
has not been creative in the whole time I've been watching. So
Yeah, okay.
he's not starting now. How long you playing that thing? Did it start at midday? Did it?
12:30 it started, but I late registered, so it's 2 hours late registration. 6. It might even be longer. 8 hours. I can't think what time I jumped in.
Well, even if it's 8 hours, 8 hours work for that's pretty good.
Yeah, no, it was about 5 hours, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yep,
that's real good.
Yeah. I mean, it's great when you win, and yeah, when you do win, it's a great hourly rate, that's for sure.
Yep, absolutely.
And the amount I play these days, yeah, I mean, wasn't expecting, you know, you don't expect to win, you try to win obviously, and you're hopeful, and then if the cards go your way, which they didn't early on, you know, I just had to battle to survive, and then the final table I got aces twice.
Oh wow, well that is going to help.
That is the secret, is get aces twice on the final table. I spoke to Shelley Pooley about this a couple of months ago actually, when she won her big mystery bounty at the WPT Star. That's what happened. She got aces and aces on the final table a couple of times, and that goes a long way to winning a tournament. The cards quite often decide who wins, but just getting yourself in that spot often enough is when you get the chance to get those cards.
So we've got these two up against each other again. Johan actually has exactly the same hand.
Does he, or does the card just not
No, he's got exactly the same hand, but Pranav ain't going anywhere with King 8 suited, and yes, he is going. He's out, so don't listen to me. I didn't realise that Justin had bet that up. Sorry, I thought he just called. He's not calling 260, and Johan's not calling another 180, so... Hollywooding. Check it. Yep, it's a measly 5-3. You're right. So just a question there from Julius. We are actually here. We're commentating. We've got a booth probably about 20 metres or so from the main stage, off out to the side, so you can't actually see what's going on out there. And the graphics, well, I mean, we'd love to take credit, but this is some incredible software we're using here. We have one person operating this outside, and all they're doing is actually putting the bets on, because that's the only thing we have to do manually. The dealer's got a headphone mic, as you can see, telling us the bets, every bet, and our producer Maddie keys in the bets. Everything else is automatic, so it knows where the action is, the software, so as it goes around the table, we don't have someone switching the cameras. This is all automatic, that it goes round to the relevant player. And it does all the calculations for us on the percentages of it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, just about if the data goes in is accurate, which that's why we have the manual stuff with the bet counts. Yeah, it comes up great, and it's a great viewing experience. We actually use the 4-colour deck as the setting in the software. There's a number of software settings you can use. We had a lot of good feedback the first time we used the 4-colour deck. Viewers seem to like it, so we've stuck with that. And yeah, other than that, it's all fairly standard stuff. We have the chat box there, so we can keep up to date on the comments that people are sending through.
So both Kenny and Johan hitting middle pair here. See if we get any action. The coloured deck, as you can see, that came about because a lot of people are watching this on their phone and they couldn't actually see the suit. So
yeah,
if the hearts are red and the diamonds are blue, it makes it a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah, it does, yeah. And it's really nice in PLO too, because we do broadcast PLO and the software can do that. And obviously when there's so many more cards, the
Oh,
the
God,
graphics look great then.
yeah, they do look good. I get confused with PLO even with the different colour. Thank you for your compliments, Julius. We are in here doing our best. So,
I mean, I like the colours of. Shout out to Kenny Wang and his jacket too. I mean, I'm sure you've had a few comments about that.
don't know what suit that is.
That's not the Batman logo on his sleeves,
No,
is
it's
it? It's not like some Joker superhero outfit, is it?
Perfect card for the man you're talking about there. He gets the check mark with the Queen coming out.
Yeah, 2 pair now, so he has elected to check it over to Johan, who might continue to tell the story here. Looks to check back and neither player wanted to see that card, but as we can see, Kenny's got it locked up and 2 pairs still strong. I think the check back from Johan, we'll now see Kenny try and get some value. I think 2 pairs too strong to check over and be worried that your opponent's got a straight there with that. So Kenny will be going for value, hoping Johan's got 1 pair to call him with. Probably not going to find a call with a 9 though. So
it's a time bank.
it does look like a bit of a superhero character, I reckon, in this outfit.
It's something out of a Marvel movie, isn't it? He's counting out some big chips here. Let's see what he decides to do.
He's going like looks like he's going with a very polar size there.
500.
He's saying, well, yeah, he's obviously going to get the quick call because Johan's standing at the bottom pair, but if Johan did have a sort of bigger bluff catcher than that, you know, he'd be sort of tossing it up and
Just having a think here.
another pot. Another pot will go to Kenny here.
He's gone the time bank as well.
Yeah, don't get confused with the time bank chips that players throwing. They are a completely different colour and shape, so a bit thicker than the chips. So don't be confused when they chuck in that time bank chip. There's a shot clock, 30-second shot clock. Doesn't look like he's thinking about this long and hard, and I think that is due to the size that Kenny's gone here. You know, if it's sort of like a bluffy size. Like that's the intention here, to look like, you know, it's that really polarizing sizing that you either bet when you've got it or you've got nothing.
He's pained, isn't he? He's really pained. I, like you, thought that this would be in the muck by now, but he's going to call. No, that's not the time
He's got
bank.
you there. He's got us with the time bank
He's
chip.
really pained. Meanwhile, they've gone off on break on that event outside.
I remember watching Johan Lees in the Poker Players Championship at the APO this year. That was the 1500 event that he won, and he had a really he had a really similar spot versus Daniel Nielsen, I think it was, and he literally just had 1 pair or something like that, very similar. And Daniel Nielsen had nothing, and he took forever, and he made the call, and he was right.
Yeah.
So maybe that's going through his head too.
I'm
like
sure
these
it
big
is.
spots, you know, like a lot of draws missed here, right? So he unblocks spades, he unblocks hearts. So that means that there's a big possibility Kenny could have had the 2 hearts, and he's missed. You know, he could just have
He's giving it up.
Yeah, so that's why it's such a thought process, I think, just because he unblocked those flush draws. But A good fold by Han. He did think it over. Wouldn't have been good if he called, and he'll still be thinking about it.
Yeah.
Was I right?
He's got 25 minutes of think time.
Yep.
As long as he survives
He churned
one
through
more.
a few of those time banks.
He's got to survive one more elimination
100%.
to get
You got twice.
to that
You got twice.
final
So
9
that's why
and
it's
the
2-4.
break.
This one was
And his pink chips that he's got out the front there are the
thought you said
100k
like you
chips,
got
and
it
the
100%. Yeah, 100%
blue ones are 25k.
He's saying you're right.
Just for
You got
you,
it twice.
Julius.
Last time if you
You
call
can
it
see
was good, this time was-
it's a pretty packed room tonight. They've got a lot of other events on.
Yes.
They've got the mid-stakes championships. I think they're up to flight D. It's a 350 buy-in with 125k guarantee, and the day 2 is on Saturday. The main event,
If you saw what I had,
a flight of that will be going on. The PLO, I've got a PLO event on. Plenty of people in the room, and then they've got a satellite on tonight as well with 4 tickets guaranteed for the main. So
That's why it's busy.
busy. All the dealers are.
Yeah.
All the dealers stretched to the limits.
not beat a queen.
Pretty much getting a 5-minute break and just straight back on because they need all the dealers for all the tables. Very busy night here at Bella Vista.
So, Johan, after
I just want to
agonising over that last hand, it's an easy
Leave me with 2, please.
blinds pickup. It is ace queen.
If I bet, I win. He bet, he win.
Ice cream?
Jack.
Huh?
Certainly slowed here.
Just the final table, no reset.
The plan is, if you have just joined us, the plan is
Not
that
at 9, at 6.
with a little break
Give you 6 more?
with one more elimination, I'll have a
Only at 6.
redraw onto this
Okay.
final table,
Yeah, no
and
problem,
then
yeah. So if you want more
the
time,
plan
maybe
is
it's
to
about-
play down to 6, come back tomorrow afternoon, but that may depend on the speed of eliminations. I think if we get down to 6 and it's still pretty early, we might keep going. That's the word from the floor.
Yeah, common sense, I think, is, a lot of the time players will get to decide what happens. But there are strict rules too, like in terms of what the venue can do. And
I know we've got a 2 a.m. curfew, so
Yeah.
they certainly wouldn't want to keep playing and get down to like a heads up and have to come back tomorrow. That would
no, but I mean, something like that did happen with the first event with Amin and Chad.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not saying it won't, but it's not ideal. So I think we'll just play that by ear a little bit. I think they'll make a decision when we get to 6, and we're sort of either going to go for it or not, I'd say.
You can see Noel Jaber there offering some tips and advice, and to Johan in the background there. Giving us his thoughts.
So probably also seeing that they're looking over their shoulder a lot. The other table is actually behind them, so
Right.
it's not like it's the other end of the room and they don't know what's going on. So they're also, pretty interested. Obviously, with every elimination, this get a pay jump. So they're looking around at what's happening behind them on the other table.
Yeah, they would be hand for hand, I believe. Yeah, so this particular time, so the tournament director will be shouting out.
Yeah, no, I don't think they're hand for hand.
No?
No, I don't think, just because we're past the bubble. I think they're just the only change here is that they're going to move from 2 tables to 1 as Justin picks up the jacks, and
Kenny's open from the cutoff.
yes, Kenny with a pretty suited ace.
Justin off about 30 big blinds here, so he's put the non-all in 3-bet, which you'd expect. He's gone for that sort of smallish 3-bet sizing out of position. It's like about 6 1/4 blinds, 6 1/2 blinds, I should say. And see if Kenny peels. He got the A7 suited. He's off similar stack sizes, so interesting to see if Kenny does peel here. I mean, he does like to see flops, I know. The events I've played Kenny in, A7 suited, there's a lot of hand, and I know Kenny, he will be wanting to see this flop. It's just an awkward sizing because...
I think he's whacked it all in.
He's done the 4-bet jam.
Oh,
I like
wow.
that
Well,
too.
Justin's not folding.
I mean,
No,
it's a
Justin's.
spot
I mean,
because-
Justin. I know it's a spot, but
Yeah.
I mean, he's played so tight.
Yeah, has he? Okay.
He's not folding. Yeah, there we go. So it's the jacks against the A7. It's Kenny at risk. It's Kenny at risk.
Good luck, guys.
And it's going to be devastating for Justin too. He's going to be left incredibly short. If he gets out flopped here.
Alright.
It's pretty safe.
I hope there. Oh, there's a 7, so he does pick up that.
It just adds 1-7 as an out, and he doesn't get it. So we are down to our final 9, and it's Kenny who leaves us with $6,500 in prize money. Well played, Kenny. That was an interesting shove there. I don't think you were expecting that, but
no, I wasn't. I mean, but you are saying Justin was playing quite tight, so that's why Kenny might have done it too, right?
he might have got him to fold if he wasn't.
Folding a bit,
Yeah.
so, but yeah,
That's
he
also
was as
true.
strong as Jacks. He didn't.
All right, Craig. Well, congratulations to you. Go and put that trophy away somewhere safe, please.
Yeah, I'm going to go put it in the car.
In the car. Don't give anyone your rego number. And I think it's probably going to take 15-20 minutes to set up this last 9. We will be back then, and I'll have more poker luminaries with me. Go and get a coffee or a stiff drink, and we'll be back then.
Thanks for having me again, and I'm sure I'll catch you throughout the week sometime. Again.
Absolutely.
Yes. Guys, we're just going to get the photo first.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.